one of the mitzvahs in the Torah is halachta b'drachav, which means to go in the ways of Hashem. Chazal explained this mitzvah to mean that we're supposed to copy Hashem's midos. Hashem's rachum v'chanun, Hashem's merciful. Hashem also is mevakach cholim, He does chesed. Just like Hashem's mevakach cholim, we should be mevakach cholim. Just like Hashem is compassionate, we should be compassionate. This is the mitzvah of halachta b'drachav. In a word, it means to try to have good midos. This mitzvah is mentioned in Parshas Eikev 3 times in slightly different contexts each time. The Chavetz Chaim, in his Sefer Ahavas Chesed, points out that based on the placement of the mitzvah of halachta b'drachav in the 3 different contexts, one can learn an important lesson in Avodas Hashem. And he explains as follows. In the first pasuk in Eikev, where this is mentioned, halachta b'drachav is mentioned right before the idea of Yiras Hashem. The pasuk says, "V'aleches b'drachav u'liyira oso." First halachta b'drachav, and then Yiras Hashem. The next time halachta b'drachav is mentioned, it's a slightly different context. The pasuk later on says, "Liyira es Hashem Elokecha." First Yiras Hashem, "V'aleches b'chol drachav," which is halachta b'drachav, and then u'lahava oso. Yira, halachta b'drachav, and then Ahavas Hashem. And the last place it's mentioned in the Parshas Eikev, later, the order is Li'avo es Hashem Elokechem, love Ahavas Hashem, halachta b'drachav, and then u'ladaf kabo. So what's the message? What's the significance of the placement of halachta b'drachav in these 3 different orders in Parshas Eikev? The Chavetz Chaim explains as follows: that halachta b'drachav means having good midos, working on your B'nai L'Chavero. And the Torah is trying to teach us that if you want to grow in B'nai L'Makom, you first have to work on B'nai L'Chavero. And he explains as follows. In the first pasuk, you're trying to achieve Yiras Hashem. In the hierarchy of Avodas Hashem, there's Yira, and above that is Ava, and above that is Dveikus. So in the first pasuk, you're trying to achieve Yira. How do you achieve Yira? Work on halachta b'drachav. So in the first pasuk, halachta b'drachav, and then Yira. So the way to achieve Yira is through working on your midos. In the second pasuk, you already have Yira. So the first thing mentioned in the second pasuk is Yira. But you want to grow now from Yira up to Ahava. How does one get from Yira up to Ahava? Again, work on your midos, halachta b'drachav in the middle. So in the second pasuk it says Yiras Hashem, halachta b'drachav, and then Ahavas Hashem. It comes to the third pasuk, you already have Ahavas Hashem. You're holding by Ahava already. And now you want to grow from Ahava up to Dveikus. Dveikus means the highest level where you're constantly connected with Hashem, even higher than Ahava. The pasuk is teaching us, if you want to go from Ahava up to Dveikus, what do you have to have in the middle again? Halachta b'drachav, working on your midos. So that's the idea that the Torah is teaching us. The Chavetz Chaim explains that at every stage in life, when you want to work on B'nai L'Makom, if you want to daven better, if you want to bench better, if you want to avoid Lashon Hara better, work on your midos in general, B'nai L'Chavero, and that will help you achieve greater growth in B'nai L'Makom as well. This is the lesson the Chavetz Chaim takes out of the Psukim, that the same mitzvah halachta b'drachav is mentioned 3 times in Parshas Eikev, each time in a slightly different context.